Hey, this is Kirby Morrow. You know me, voice of Cyclops, Goku, and you're listening to Kamehameha Madhouse.
I say shut up! It's a madhouse! A madhouse!
And welcome to the Movie Madhouse. I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
And we got our buddy here today,
Ryan,
in the studio. And nobody else is here.
Hey, at least mine's vehicular troubles, all right?
That's true.
My wife's car broke it.
Yep, that'll slow you down. Like you said, it's a cold, dark night to be walking.
Exactly.
Well, Ryan, thank you so much for joining us. I know you watch this show all the time. You're one of the two people that do. We're the other one.
I remember this back when Jason first came on.
Oh, I remember that.
Were we still on Transcom back then?
No.
No, but it was close.
No, it was close, yes.
That's one of those traumatic things that gets burned into your brain.
Yeah,
Episode 5.
I came on, stuck like a barnacle.
Yep, 439 episodes ago.
Yep.
Not counting or anything. That's
you kind of are, but
okay, maybe a little. And then James, out of nowhere, messes up one hot dog and suddenly he's not a podcast. It was interesting. I went into Cineplex the other day and asked to talk to Jamie. But when I talked to him, he gave me his card and it said James. So I asked for James and they said, "Oh, do you mean James Taylor?" And I should have said yes, just to see what they would have said. But I know the other guy. They was, "Oh, okay." So,
yeah, he refers to himself sometimes as James, and most people know him as Jamie, but it's kind of like me too.
yeah, I like, okay, I get called Rob, but I get called, Robert and John and all that other stuff. So I get it. Let me see here. There, I got our thing set up. We are here to talk about the top 10 films of 2022. Now, this is our opinion.
yes.
Okay. Don't
I
freak out.
see it as my favorites, is how I kind of see it.
Exactly. These are ones I can guarantee you every single thing on my list I've watched duplicate, if not triplicate, and beyond. Okay. So
Pretty close for me.
that's how I base my list. But so yeah, Ryan. This is his first time on the show. Welcome to being on the show. Yes. So what do you do, Ryan?
I'm DSW.
DSW. Okay.
So I work with people with handicaps in Walsburg.
Oh wow, no doubt.
Yeah.
That's not easy to do. How did you handle COVID?
Oh, that was not good.
Because there's no touching.
Oh, we're full PPE, so I look like the decontamination from ET for like 2 years straight. We still have to wear masks every day. Still get COVID tested every other day.
Oh dang. Luckily, I only ever had one COVID test, and that was one. It was enough for me. Okay.
The actual PCR big one.
Oh, like touching the back of my head from the inside.
I've had 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one.
Did you?
Yeah, one legit one when I had a cold and they weren't taking any chances.
And see, it sucks because if I wipe my nose like this, sometimes my eyes water because I touched like the hairs.
Yeah.
They went like, I was like fountains of water pouring out of my eyes while they tried to do it. It's like, no, thank you.
For me, to be honest, the legit test I took is way less annoying than the 2 home speed tests I took, because those is like the most awful tickling in the back of your brain. And
I've never done a home test either.
Oh, that's what we do every other day.
Oh,
they're not fun.
Yeah, we have the rapids. Like, and I've done a couple of
Hey,
those,
Greg.
But for me, I'm a lifelong allergy sufferer. Like, I am sniffly every day of the year. It doesn't matter. There's always sniffly. But for me, I can know what's normal sniffle versus not normal sniffle.
Mm-hmm.
So then, this is more than that. My work didn't play, but they took care of us, so I was good.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you made it through. It's just down to masks now, you said?
Yeah.
That's good. That's not bad. I did an eye test today. They had made wear a mask in there. It's like, good thing it's not a nose and throat guy, because how would he work?
Exactly.
All right. Well, let's get to our list. It's up there, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. And we will start with Jason for our number 10. What was your number 10 film of 2022?
We're not starting with the guest.
Oh, he's always near right up before me. Do you want to go first?
I don't care. Go on.
Okay, let's go, Ryan.
No, okay.
Nope.
Sorry, I didn't want to throw you off, but I thought we.
No, you're fine. Oh, time out. Sure, you should stop talking. Sorry,
right.
couldn't resist.
My number 10, actually, Jason will like. It was actually an honorable mention until I kicked it on because I thought of one of your shows you did recently where you're talking about movies got to you. And the movie's Clerks 3. And I don't know why, but I welled up like 2 or 3 times in that movie for being a comedy. I don't know if it's the heart attacks stuff it got to me. So just that alone had to put it on the list.
All right, Jason, what is it on your list?
Oh, it should be freaking obvious.
Yeah,
I'm
I already
kinda-
had it.
Now, are we mentioning movies as we go where they are on our lists? Or
Yeah.
are we
If it's on your
saving
list,
the
absolutely.
Okay. Clerks is also an honorable mention for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for honorable mentions, you can wait if you want, but if it's on your list, let me know and we'll bump it on.
Yeah, it's obviously my number one. Like,
I figured.
And that's where I kind of figured I didn't want to lead with it, but that's it on mine.
that's the movie that I've watched 3 times, and I won't watch it again for a while because it's a gut punch.
Maybe,
But it's a
February
gut punch
4th?
that I love taking.
And it's
February
such a
4th, I
weird-
would absolutely yes. If I could manage to pull that off and go to the sleepover at the Smod Castle, absolutely.
all
but-
3 back to back, right?
Yes. A sleepover. Yes.
That movie though showed me that Kevin, if he wanted to, could do a legitimate drama.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I don't know why it hit me so much like that, and I was like, wow, like it because I found the comedy wasn't as good as the first 2 Clerks.
Have you seen Red State?
Oh yeah, I've seen Red State, but I don't consider that a drama. I consider that more of a hybrid. Like,
Okay, yeah.
Ju-
Thriller.
I'd say Jersey Girl's probably closer.
That's what I was gonna say. Jersey Girl. That
Yeah.
Jersey Girl chasing Amy, obviously.
Chasing movies, he's got his own flavor that way for sure.
Exactly.
But
for
yeah,
me,
that one
Jersey
just it
Girl,
snuck up on me because I was thinking, okay, this is gonna be like Clerks 2. It's gonna have some wacky humor. I knew the premise going in, but then I was like, why am I so emotionally attached to these characters? I'm like, because I don't well up at movies that often. So I'm like,
Oh
So
no,
these characters have been around a while.
oh yeah.
I started bawling probably 30 seconds in, and it just slows down through the film, and then it picks back up again, and I'm completely dehydrated by the end of the film.
He's got empty
But-
water bottles all over the place.
But I love it. It just resonates so much. I love that man. I love that story. That's it. I'm done.
Good pick. All right, Jason, then what's your number 10?
My number 10, hold on, because I'm also going to share tallies. Well, and I'll get to that. But my number 10 is The Northman,
Oh, I still haven't seen that.
the Alexander Skarsgård Viking flick. It is a solid, just really perfectly well done Viking flick.
It's your other man crush. That's why you like this movie.
That is a big that's a lot of points, yes.
Yep.
But it's hard to get a good Viking flick. You know what I mean? Like they're
That movie
usually
will go by your honorable mentions just for the fact that I was trying to cram in so many movies. I only seen half of it today, and then life happened, and that first half was amazing. So I just imagine the final. half will be.
yeah, I loved it. I just so damn good.
Chris said Puss in Boots was pretty fun. I have not seen that.
I have not either.
I haven't yet, but it is on somebody else's list.
Oh, really?
So yeah, The Northman. It's a badass Viking flick, violent as fuck. So yes.
You get into those savage Vikings. They weren't known for their tea parties, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so Tally, my son Tally, he was on a mission last year. He watched a new movie every day of the year.
365 movies.
and more, because he watched more than one flick a day, but he would have to watch one new one every day.
Nice.
So
What's his 10?
His number 10 was Top Gun Maverick.
Really?
Oh,
I will preface Tally's list by saying that Tally is a bit more of a cinephile. He leans towards the art and drama filmmaking over the popcorn stuff. He appreciates the popcorn stuff too, and he likes some of it, but he really goes for the big drama pieces, the more indie stuff, that kind of stuff. So the fact that Top Gun Maverick is on this list kind of says something to me. Of course, it's going to be on my list as well. But we'll get to that down the road.
Well, no. Where is it on your list?
You want to go there?
well, see, that's why I said, do we want to keep the mystery?
No. Fire them off. We do this every time. If it's on your list, let me know where.
All right. Well, then for Top Gun Maverick is my number 2.
Holy dang, we're getting your top 2, are we?
Yeah. Bang,
Likewise, number 2.
My number 3.
Oh wow, it was an honorable mention for me.
What? What is wrong with you?
When you see what's on my list and how much I rewatch it, yeah.
Oh, this God! I saw it in the theater twice. Like, fuck yes! I wish I would have actually spent the money for D-Box on that one. Honestly, that would have been worth it.
Yeah, I had a blast watching that film. You know, I cannot criticize it, and if I did a top 20, they would still be films I watch repeatedly. So it's not that I don't enjoy it; it's just I watch these ones more.
I mean, it's that one sequel that when they said we're going to do a sequel to Top Gun, we're like, what?
Why?
And then they gave us this like perfection. Like,
it's Star Wars, so why would I not love it?
oh jeez.
Right?
Yeah.
Narrow passage to bomb this small hole on the other side of a ridge, and people are shooting at you. It's Star Wars.
They knew how to target a specific audience.
Stay on target. They did. That's right.
They did. Yep.
Nice.
I came to this one late. I'd only watched it a few days ago, and all the hype, I was expecting not to like it. I don't like Tom Cruise, honestly, but I'm like, and I liked the original, but it's a funny flick. I was like, I'm not attached to it. So going into it, I was blind, and I was like, wow, it's actually a really damn good movie.
And you didn't see it in the theater, did you?
No.
Because that decreases it. Literally, I watched it in the theater, and it was like, wow. And I watched it at home on Paramount Plus, and it's like, it's good. But the wow factor was that big screen. Yeah.
I mean, I was holding my breath during all that pilot stuff. Like when they're going, I'm going, okay, yes.
Yeah.
I don't get that here. I love my TV, but it's just not that good.
Well, my funny story with the original one is my dad had 3 friends that always compete on stuff, and it was always who had the best surround sound. So every time I had to watch Top Gun was always somebody's new surround sound system.
It was the same with me. Empire Strikes Back.
Oh,
that was the one we had to test everybody's surround system on, was Empire.
Space Camp.
Where do you even find Space Camp?
Tanya, Space Camp rattled the windows of my parents' house. And that wasn't even with a surround sound. That was with just your standard stereo amplifier with 2 of those wooden box speakers. And it rattled the windows of our house every time the shuttle was taken off. I would crank that up and just hold on for dear life.
We would do that with Independence Day.
Oh,
that would be good too. Yes.
That's a really good one. All right. Well, James, since we're on you, what's your number 10?
Okay. It's probably the least amount of movies I've watched in a year in probably a decade. So I guess mine, in my opinion, was more quality over quantity. And this one originally wasn't going to make my list, and I sort of forgave it after a couple more rewatches. And it is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Really?
Yeah. There's still a nitpick or a couple nitpicks I have about it. The battle with the musical notes being one.
What do you mean? That happens all the time here.
But yeah, it's a bonkers movie and pretty cool to witness.
That is very true. Was it on your list?
I actually lumped all the Marvel movies as an honorable mention because I don't like this wave. They're good movies. They're not hitting me like the old ones.
I'm the same way with Ryan. I enjoy them,
Yeah.
but rewatchability.
I have no Marvel stuff in my list at all, not even honorable mentions.
Wow.
Really?
None of it.
I'm just looking. No, neither do I. Well, okay. I have one Marvel movie, not an MCU movie.
Okay,
So-
well, still, I don't even have that.
Wow.
I only have one legitimate comic book movie.
Yeah, this whole phase has been good,
Yeah.
but it didn't have the punch that like phase 2 and phase 3 did, you know?
I'll agree with that.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you're right. It just like it was supposed to be doing. It's been setting something up. So there's not enough investment yet. They're still giving us those seeds and setting the
you gotta
foundation.
look at it. It's just like phase 1. You know, you got Iron Man, you got Captain America First Avenger, you got Hulk, you know, it's a bunch of setup. So I do get it. It just
Not enough to go back yet. Not
Yep.
enough to go back yet.
Now I have watched Doctor Strange a couple times, but
See, I haven't gone back.
oh, see, I love the Raimi-esque stuff, you know, like the eyeball in the water and things like that. So I do like checking it out. All right, my number 10, and this is where we might get a little friction because I don't know if this one would technically count in what we're talking about, but I picked The Atom Project
Why wouldn't it count?
because it wasn't a theatrical release.
Doesn't
Oh,
matter.
it doesn't. Oh no,
Okay.
that
Oh, no,
doesn't
no.
matter.
That definitely does not matter.
Good, because I think I have a couple. I loved The Atom Project. Ryan Reynolds with a younger self of Ryan Reynolds. That kid nailed Ryan so well.
I heard
You
great
know-
things, but I never did watch it. Never got
So
around
did
to it.
I. Yeah.
Same here.
It
Definitely.
is so worth the watch. Honestly, it is a blast.
My wife watched it and recommended it, but I still haven't gotten to it.
Zoe Salanda's in it as well, and her role is interesting to say the least. I'll just leave it at that in case anybody hasn't watched it still. Okay, let's get on to number 9. Ryan, what is your number 9?
A film called Nope with
Oh, I missed out.
I tried to watch that this week, and I had 4 movies that I tried to squeeze in this last weekend, and I only managed to get one of them. Nope. I started it. I got like 5 minutes in, and that's it.
I did not see it. I wanted to.
it bounced in and out of my list. But it is good.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele's kind of weird because I thought Get Out is good, but it was overrated compared to what people thought.
I loved Get Out.
I still like it, and I thought Us was good, but it also. So I'm like, this guy, and this is kind of on the same good. It's a good, really good movie, but for people putting on the top 10 list saying it's like one of the best sci-fis of the last 20 years and all this stuff, I'm like, no, it's a good movie. But it is a good movie, and it's a family, like it's a good.
See, I'm gonna watch
And
it.
it's hard to. I don't want to spoil too much because I went into it almost blind. I only knew it was on the commercials,
Well, and I think that's
Which
bad
wasn't
for-
much.
which wasn't
Yeah.
much. And actually, and that's why, because I was thinking less of it, and then when I watched it, I was like, okay, no, this is a lot better.
I still don't know anything about it. I honestly don't know anything about it other than who's in it.
I know
That's
there's aliens. That's all I know.
I wasn't even sure there
That's
was
all I
aliens, to
knew
be
as
honest.
well,
So okay,
because that's all they show in the ad, or like they reference in the ad, I guess.
all right. Maybe I'll give this a watch.
No, it's worth it.
Again, I sat down. I was gonna try and watch it on Saturday, and just I didn't get back to it.
Jason. You
I
let us
managed to
all
get
down.
one of them in, and then it didn't even make my list. So I managed to get.
What was the wasted film?
It was honestly.
All right. Well, Jason, what's your number 9?
Oh, my number 9, Violent Night.
Oh,
My number
I
8.
missed it.
That's my number 2.
It's just such a good, fresh Christmas flick. Like just Die Hard. Who? Come on now, Violent Night has taken over that spot.
Oh,
It even gets
huge.
referenced. I love that.
Yes.
Yep.
It is so good. It is so funny. David Harbour nails it.
hmm
I mean, that's why it's my number 2. I've watched that thing at least a dozen times.
I
Since it
intend
came
to have 2 annual double bills that I have to sit down and do at the Christmas season. One is going to be the Christmas Story double bill,
Mhm.
and the other is going to be Fat Man and Violent Night.
Yes. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna put together my 12 days of Christmas movies.
There's an idea.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I like that idea.
We're thinking of this in January, so we'll forget by February.
Yep.
Okay,
I'll forget like by 10 minutes from now.
what's Tally's number 9?
Oh yeah, that. Hold on.
My dude.
His number 9 is The Menu.
Oh, did that make my list?
That's one that I wanted to. That I've been meaning to check out. He highly recommended. I know.
Honorable mention.
That hit my honorable mention.
Yeah.
It definitely looks interesting. So I am curious. I just got to get around to it.
It is so intriguing, especially when you watch the trailers and then you go in there and it's not quite what the trailer delivers.
Oh,
which I thought was kind of refreshing.
All right.
Yep.
I like getting that surprise, right?
I went to see it with my friend Melissa. My friend Melissa and I, we do horror movies. So like I said, yesterday we went to see Megan, but we went to see The Menu. And we both agree nobody but Ray Fiennes could have pulled off that character the way he did.
Okay.
No.
Yep.
So he could have went too cheesy with it so easily, or
yeah. And Nicholas Hoult did great.
He's on fire. Like he's really coming in. Have you guys seen the Renfield trailer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. I had no idea what that movie was when I first heard about it. And then I read the synopsis, like, huh? Then the trailer drops. Oh my God. Yes, I want to see that movie.
Yeah, I'll be waiting for that one too. There's like a list of about a dozen that I gotta watch. All right, James, what's your number 9?
My number 9 is Fantastic Beasts: The Secret of Dumbledore.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Why?
Because it's awesome.
This is our top 10 list of good movies. Did you get it back?
No, I thought this one, granted, I don't think it lives up to the first two, but my only real gripes were like, the first one had Colin Farrell. So the second one had Johnny Depp. And I still wish that Johnny Depp had been in the third one, and failing that, I wish they had connected him have Mads Mikkelsen, have him morphing into Mads Mikkelsen to sort of bridge the gap. Was that?
Oh, James.
Yeah. Hey, Rob. Well, he just showed me a picture. He's settling in for an interesting podcast, and he showed a picture of him watching me on the laptop. So it's me watching me.
That's a whole lot of Inception stuff going on there.
Anyway, I love the character of Newt Scamander. Jude Law is doing an awesome job as Dumbledore. Ezra Miller's pretty much out of the movie now. Mads Mikkelsen did a great job. Again, I still wish they had connected, like they had Colin Farrell morph into Johnny Depp. They could have had either a likeness of Johnny Depp morph into Mads Mikkelsen. I don't know. They didn't address it at all, but he did a great job. And I thought it was a good continuation, whether or not it goes any further.
They just said, nope, he's now the new guy.
Why aren't these companies hiring the deep fake crews to do their effects?
Well,
like Disney did for Obi-Wan. No.
Yep. But it's
Mandalorian.
Thank you.
No, Book of Boba Fett.
No,
because it was the Mandalorian that had the crappy CGI, and then they hired the guy.
Oh, that's
amazing.
Yes.
You're right.
I know a lot of it is licensing for likenesses. You know, you can't digitally make Johnny Depp in a film if you did not sign Johnny Depp for a film.
No, but he still got paid for the movie.
Yeah, but that was for being released from his contract.
If they would have put his likeness up there, they would have had to pay the royalties and shit.
Oh yeah.
And again, it's a personal wish.
Yeah. Oh, I'm with you. That got to be honest. That's the only reason I didn't watch it, is I just wasn't ready for a big change like No Johnny.
Jason, Rob says the screen reflection gives you hilariously blue eyes tonight. No, Jason.
I thought it was something when he first came on.
Oh dang, yeah, look at that.
I tried tilting it. It's just the light.
Look at you.
I can't get it away without taking it off of my face. Like
nope.
So
we'll leave it like this.
No, don't do that.
Okay,
here's my Marvel. Get people to watch.
Here's my Marvel movie for number 9 is Morbius. I have watched that so many times.
Ooh,
I
number
love it.
6.
That's your number 6?
Yep.
Oh wait, we agree?
Yeah.
Crap. No, I do. I really like this film.
I was a big fan of it.
It gets panned, and there are holes, but overall, I think they did a great job of bringing Morbius to the screen. And Jared Leto, I thought, nailed Dr. Morbius.
Yeah, and Matt Smith being the overtop mustache twirling bad guy, kind of.
There was a couple, like I said, there's a couple holes in him. That's my biggest takeaway, dislike. Whatever. But other than that, critique. There we go.
Critique, yeah.
So much better. But other than that, yeah, I so enjoy watching this film again and again.
No, the hate against it has been enough to keep me away from it.
Oh, you got to ignore that.
It's worth a watch, honestly, especially now with all this hate buildup. You're going to go in there thinking this is trash. This would be like Clerks, but it's going to be amazing.
Oh, I've already watched some trash this week. I need a little more time.
Fair enough. All right, let's just jump to number 8.
Tanner made me watch this movie called Free Runners on Netflix from 2013. It's like a parkour race to the death kind of thing.
I have that, but I haven't watched it.
It is the worst. Like it's a parkour flick with like the worst parkour action you'll ever see.
It's like the dude from Violent Night, parkour,
and all the characters, like all the actors, are like, get us a Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury lookalike. Get us a Tom Cruise copycat. They're all, you can pick out who they're supposed to be.
Interesting.
It was one of those so bad it's good kind of flicks. Yes, we enjoyed ripping it apart as we're watching it, but it was a rough watch. Okay, I don't need another one. I need a little time.
Okay, fair enough. You're at number 8, Ryan.
It was Violent Night.
Oh, that's right. It was Violent Night. Okay, Jason. There we go.
My number 8 is Turning Red.
Wait a minute.
Kids
Hi, guys.
movie?
Morbius sucks balls, but Leto was hot. Pam. Okay. Sorry, Jason. What was number 8?
Turning Red.
Turning Red. I don't know that one.
From Disney Plus.
Oh, the Disney one. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The Disney Plus, the Red Panda flick. That movie, it was so different from like pretty much everything else they've put out. It was so different and so fun and goofy. And yeah, I'm definitely not the demographic, but it was just so heartfelt and
dude, if you like it, you're the demographic.
and I like, it was such an interesting way to touch on a subject that a lot of people don't want to talk about. It's just socially unacceptable to talk about it openly. No, what the red panda represents.
We don't talk about red pandas, just like we don't talk about Bruno. Oh wait, that wasn't Disney. Never mind.
Yes, it was.
Encanto, was it?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was DreamWorks.
No,
never mind.
Disney's on Encanto.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. On Disney Plus.
But yeah, Turning Red it's really something special, a little different from some of the other stuff, but really fun and really cool looking. It was really cool art choices and color choices and stuff. Yeah, highly recommend. It's a fun watch, really fun watch.
All right, what's Tallies?
Tallies, I don't know if I've even heard of this one. Avatar: The Way of Water.
Not ringing any bells.
Apparently there's a lot of water involved, and Tally likes that. So maybe I guess, I don't know.
It's the direct-to-video one.
Exactly.
The Asylum.
Yeah, it's the Mockbuster.
Oh no, I have heard of this. This is Pocahontas 2, the next journey.
That's right. There we go.
Electric Boogaloo.
Dances with Seagulls.
Oh, I love it. They're gonna get a hold of that title. You wait.
Did you guys actually see it?
No.
I have no interest. I won't.
No.
Wow. Okay.
I will not be part of the $2 billion he needs to make that bad. No.
I saw it. It did not make my honorable mentions.
Oh, see, there you go.
How was it technically? All my friends say the story's horrible, but the actual tech, if you just want to go see technical stuff, it's amazing.
You can't argue the technical aspects. It's just way too long and repeats too many things from the first one.
That's what I've heard.
In my opinion.
Tally loved it. So
we don't talk about Morbius. Okay,
they just decided to plop a movie in the middle of the movie and then put a movie on either end.
That's Avatar. But see, Maddie knows. I thought Morbius was good, he said. Yeah, there. See,
Morbius
Pam?
is great.
Yes.
But Maddie also drinks a lot of alcohol. So his judgment could be questionable.
No, not Maddie D. No way. I've sat across the table from him. What?
So have I.
Yeah. Okay, maybe. I've seen, dude. Maddie walks on a treadmill and lets us put stuff under his feet. Dude, I love that you're backing me, but I want to be able to, call on it later. All right, James, what's your number 8?
Bullet Train.
Really?
That movie is a lot of fun. It initially started higher up on my list, but it just my list has changed a lot in the last week or so, but it still had to be on there.
It's my number 6.
Who's his number 1?
It's my number 1 just because of rewatchability, and I don't know what it sparked in me. Like I said, it reminds me of all those Pulp Fiction kind of knockoffs that they ran with right after, but I missed that. I haven't seen that in like 10 years.
This man knows film. That's my number 1 too.
Oh man,
I can rewatch probably.
It's just so much fun, especially with Brad Pitt, with the seemingly clueless, doesn't really want to be there, but kills everyone with their own weapon.
Yep.
Is fascinated by the smart toilet.
That is the best.
And I love how they, when you find like he keeps mentioning Carver, who was supposed to be there and called in sick, and then you find out who Carver is. It was a nice callback to Brad Pitt's cameo in Deadpool 2, because Carver, if you see for about a second and a half, is Ryan Reynolds. It's just, spoiler.
James is here. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. No, glad you're here, James. We're talking about Bullet Train, and the most iconic scene in there, though, is when he's talking to Sandra Bullock on the phone, and then the other guy knocks on the door, and he's like, "What?" And they show, phone.
Oh, that's cool. One of my favorite is still when he meets up with the assassin, played by Zazie Beetz from Deadpool 2, who tries to stick him with the venom, and he sticks her, and then grabs the anti-venom, sticks himself with it, and then it's just like so quick.
You don't have a bathroom.
And he's like, "Do you want me to comfort you?
Do you want some water?"
Oh man, it was so good.
Yeah, like I said, it's my number 6, and what got me was the fact that it was a friggin' whodunit wrapped in an action flick.
Yep.
Yeah, and a screwball comedy a bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
And every hitman's interesting.
Yes.
James said I didn't mind. It reminded me of a Tarantino film. It does kind of.
Oh,
those flashbacks, when a certain thing happens and then they cut to 10 minutes ago kind of thing. It's very Tarantino.
And how versatile is Michael Shannon?
Right?
I didn't realize that was him. I had to ask Rob. I'm like, who is that?
Yep. Until you actually see him, and then it's like, wait a minute.
No.
But his voice? No. I had no clue it was him. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh. Kenny, hey Kenny, y'all seen Everything Everywhere All at the Same Time? Close. I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once. Is this the sequel?
I still haven't seen that one.
Actually, and I have to say I haven't seen it. I have it purchased on the Cineplex app, but I haven't watched it.
You'll have to talk to Jason about that one.
Yep.
It may
Kenny's
come
on to something.
It may come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maddie, if you ever do virtual guests, you need Kenny on your show. Just saying. Pam says, Bullet Train is great. Love the backstory. Well, we can't trust Pam's opinion because she thought Morbius sucked. Kenny said,
mad at you.
It's amazing. Yeah, see, Robert Taylor even says Bullet Train is amazing.
Oh, yes.
Okay, let me see here. My number 8. Holy dang, we're half hour in and we're at number 8. I got Uncharted with Tom Holland.
Oh, I never got around to that.
Never seen it.
Oh, it is so much fun because it feels like the game. Not as much as that Nathan Fillion short. Like that literally is the game.
Yeah.
But the things that he does, like you're watching when he's in the ballroom and he's going across the chandeliers and stuff. It's the game, and it was so much fun. I hope they do more. I'm not a big fan of Mark Wahlberg as Sully, but that aside, it was really cool.
It made my honorable mentions. It just barely got bumped out. But yeah, it was a pleasant surprise for me. I was scared going into this film because we had seen the Nathan Fillion thing.
Yeah.
And yes, Mark Wahlberg was questionable, but he was passable for me.
Exactly.
I liked what they gave. I want more. I think it did well enough that they're going on, but I haven't heard for sure.
Yeah, I have not heard anything. And it was a cool touch they gave him the mustache at the end, because that was the biggest thing. It's like, this doesn't even look like Sully. But again, it's like a prequel-ish kind of thing.
Well, it was exact prequel because this is looks like it's setting right up to go into the first game.
Exactly. Yeah. The information he got at the end is leading into the first game. So it'd be cool to see where they go with the sequel. Is it going to be in between 1 and 2? All right, let's get to number 7. Oh, banners. Here we go. And Ryan, what's your number 7?
Number 7's a personal one because my all-time favorite movie is Predator. And it's because it's the one that me and my dad watched together.
Wait, do you mean Prey?
No, Predator. So I've been harsh and very critical on all the sequels because it's not living up to the original.
Oh.
Prey, and it's the closest that's come. So it's my number 7. And I can definitely rewatch that one.
Yeah.
Honorable mention. Solid movie.
Jason?
Number 4.
Number 4.
It was phenomenal. I'm on that train of give me more of that. Now give me the Predator versus the Shinobi Samurai or something, Take them to different eras. Give me more of that.
Yep. Honestly, I think the team there should take on the Alien versus Predator franchise and try and reboot that. Because the way they did that story, I think they could do a really good AVP.
I still think Shane Black's The Predator doesn't get enough love. That was so much fun.
I do love it. I do love that one. Absolutely.
Well, that might be a top 10 list coming up in the future. Maybe.
Yay.
Oh,
is there enough?
Yes, Prey, my fave. Again, questionable judgment. We can't count on that. Sorry, I'm going to ride this for a little bit. Okay, Jason, what's your number 7?
Okay, my number 7 and Tally's number 7 are both the same.
Convenient.
And it's a film that we both actually did get this. We went to see in theater together.
Annie? Sorry.
Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you saw that in the theater?
We went to Windsor to see it for that 1 week that it was released in theaters.
I've heard it's kind of bonkers.
I loved it. It is so much fucking fun.
Nice.
Like the characters are just crazy enough. And well, Batista, you've probably all heard all the hype around Batista coming off of this.
Yeah.
Ryan Johnson in particular said that Batista is the best actor or wrestler turned actor, and he is. Batista has shown the most range across his entire repertoire. Mm-hmm. He has shown a solid performance in everything, and this one just continues that trend. It is so weird, so much fun. It's silly, and I want more of it.
It's so different than the other one too. That's why.
Maddie said, "Yes, Jason. Yes, just watched it 2 nights ago, and yes, I was sober. Fantastic movie.
It is. It's so much fun.
See, I haven't watched it yet because I haven't seen Knives Out, and it's one of those ones.
Knives Out is a solid solid whodunit. Yeah,
I need to because I need to. That's just the order they came out in. OCD says I have to.
It's just the Daniel Craig character, the Benny Blanco, or
Benoit Blanc.
Benoit Blanc. Benny Blanco's the
Carlito's Way.
Yeah,
that's Luis Guzman from Carlito's Way.
Yes.
But yeah, it's that character. But Knives Out it's still fun and playful, but it's a more serious whodunit mystery, where Glass Onion is just fun and bonkers.
I got to check them out. You
Highly,
convinced me.
highly recommend it. So much fun.
I actually
right.
enjoyed Edward Norton in it too. If you're a fan of his
Yes.
acting,
I see. I love Edward
so
Norton.
that's what drew me to it. Well, obviously I like Knives Out original, so
See, I got to watch the first one, and then I can watch the second. All right, James, what's your number 7?
Jason, yours and Tally's was Glass Onion?
Yep.
Okay. My number 7, I flicked too hard. I put your clothes back on. I put his clothes back on.
Thor?
It's Thor Love and Thunder. I giggle every time I think about Russell Crowe as Zeus.
He was amazing.
Look, I found some relatively new Taika Waititi material that's washing like bleaching the Love and Thunder out of me.
Our flag means death.
No, of Reservation Dogs on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
I'm like 3 episodes in. It's a lot of fun, but that's washing the craziness of Love and Thunder Taika Waititi out of me. So I can't go back to that one at all.
It's just so funny. I can't get over how funny it is. And granted, it doesn't have the dramatic impact that Ragnarok did, but it's just so much fun. I can't deny it.
See, that's the double-edged sword for me with this one. The stuff that's funny and I love to watch is countered by the stuff that just is so over the top I can't bear to watch.
Especially when you're just standing there and all of a sudden, the axe floats into view. Hi!
I wasn't talking about my hammer. Yes. Even Robert's Reservations Dogs is hilarious.
Yeah, I'm only 3 episodes in, but I'm liking it a lot. So
I haven't heard of that. I gotta
nice.
watch.
I've only heard of it. I haven't seen any.
Love and Thunder was the Wayne's World of Thor.
Is that a compliment?
I love that.
I don't know about that.
But it fits. Doesn't matter how you look at it. Oh,
Chill, baby cakes.
Okay. My number 7 is another one that's getting panned a lot, but I've watched it about 3 times and I love it. Black Adam. I thought The Rock did amazing in that film.
never saw
It was fun.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah,
like
it was fun, but yeah, it was missing. There was something missing for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Justice League.
No, I don't know what it was. Just it was good, it was solid, but there was just it was missing something that really kept me. And it worked, but not enough.
I get it.
Fair enough. All right, on to number. Oh, hang on. There's a comment. Let's just see. Crickets. Okay, we know how Robert feels on that one. Definitely no gravity involved in Black Adam. No, there was a lot of floating going on in that one.
I know, right? It's like just walk.
Except Adam Smasher. He's the only guy that, didn't even want to jump out of the plane, so he did not float. Let me see. Number 6, Ryan, what do you got?
I have everything everywhere all at once.
Oh, we heard that earlier, didn't we, Kenny?
That going into that blind is all I can recommend.
I'm still pretty unaware of a lot of what that movie's about, so I guess that's a good thing.
That's the way I walked into it. I knew because everyone compares it to Doctor Strange, so I knew it was going to be that vein. But going in that blind, I quite enjoyed. It's kind of the Matrix. Jet Li's the one. There's like 5 different movies I can think of. You roll up into this, but it's still.
Sometimes that's the best formula for a movie.
Yeah.
James said Black Adam after credit scene was good, and yes, it was.
Well, of course, it's just that's the epitome of a tease,
right? That broke our heart, but they didn't know then. Definitely top 3. There we go.
Everything Everywhere is my number 3.
Is your number 3?
It's Tally's number 1.
Oh, dang. Okay.
This movie just fires everything for him. And I don't disagree. It is a phenomenal film for coming out of nowhere. What they deliver is mind-bending, but not too complicated that you get lost in it. And it's weird, very weird. And then there's Kiwi Kwan. We got Kiwi Kwan back, and he friggin' crushes.
I will say for a movie that was the follow-up to the guys who made Swiss Army Man, you gotta wonder where they would go from there.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's a huge jump. Yeah. Swiss Army Man's amazing.
And I'm no spoilers. I'm just gonna say that when Kiwi Kwan has a fanny pack in his hands, look out. Okay, that's it. That's all it's gonna be said. A fanny pack, just look out.
Now I gotta watch it.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna Google that and do a YouTube clip.
He's already won one award for it. He's probably gonna be nominated for all of them, and will probably win because he's just that damn good.
Well, we'll be picking that for our Oscar picks, right?
And he's showing up. He's going to be in the Marvel universe coming up. I can't remember which project, but he is coming up in one of the Marvel projects.
Darn it! Now his price is going to go through the roof for appearances. Ah, damn it!
Yep.
All right, what's Tally's number 6?
Tally's number 6, and here we go. When I talk, he likes the lesser known independent stuff. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On.
That's an animated one.
Yes.
Huh.
I think it's stop motion. I'm not sure. I don't know much more about it, so I can't say anymore. But
it's on a lot of top 10 lists. I couldn't get to it. I seemed interesting on the synopsis.
That was one, yeah, I saw it on the list, but I never thought I need to watch that.
I've not heard of that.
It made Tally's list, and that's probably one he went to see. I think he goes to the Highland a lot in London.
There we go. My number 6, another one that did not have a theatrical release, but I have still watched this at least half a dozen times, is Weird, the Al Yankovic story.
That was on my list to try and get into this weekend, and I didn't get to
You
it.
should have watched it instead of the one you didn't pick.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm the same boat. I haven't seen it, but it's been recommended by a lot of people.
Mhm.
It
Yep.
is so much fun. Literally. It gives no shits. And it just it's like history and fact. No, I don't think so. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I desperately need to watch it.
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
I'm kicking myself on that one.
I'll kick you too. All right. Number 5. Ryan, what's your number 5?
It was Glass Onion.
Oh, it was Glass Onion. That's right. I just happened to look at my list. That makes Jason and Tally next.
All right. Mine is Spirited.
Oh, the Christmas movie.
The Christmas movie with Reynolds and Will Ferrell. Like, it is so much frigging fun. It's the songs are catchy. It's cheesy as fuck, and it's a brilliant twist on the Christmas Carol tale.
See, I knew that was one I wanted to watch when Pondo liked it. Pondo is a horror junkie, okay? And he has a magic ticket to this theater in Indiana, and he can go to any movie he wants. So, of course, he went to this mystery movie, and it was Spirited. And he said he had a good time.
Huh.
So...
yeah, it is so much fun. It's going to be definitely an annual watch. There's a reason, even though the competition was low, that it is the number one movie from Apple. It's the number one Apple original.
That's because Violent Night wasn't on Apple. That's why.
Right, but no, it's the of all time of all Apple originals, it's the number one.
Nope.
Not that there's been a lot of competition.
Good afternoon, Jason.
Hey, now. Good afternoon to you, sir.
I don't think he believes that. Okay. Tally's number 5.
Tally's number 5 is a movie called Tar. This is.
I have heard of that.
Kate Blanchett. I think this is the movie that Kate Blanchett's getting Oscar buzz for.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Conductor.
A musician or conductor, yes. Saw a conductor with her final piece or something, or again, I don't know, but it's one that Tally talked up a lot.
I have heard of it, but I did not watch that. Yeah. Interesting. All right, James, let's see what yours is. Number 5.
You got Morbius as my number 6?
Wait, number 6? Yep.
Okay. My number 5 is The Gray Man. This one's based on a book. This is the second follow-up movie from the Russo brothers after Endgame. And I read the book a few years ago. Younger brother Jordy lent it to me. It's a great one where a spy who used to work for the CIA has gone into hiding, and then they send another agent after him. And I didn't remember a whole lot from the book, but then the Russos put out the movie with Chris Evans as the bad guy versus Ryan Gosling as the good guy, and you have Billy Bob Thornton in there. It is so much fun. So much fun with, you get Ryan Gosling as just like this super agent, and every fight scene he has is awesome because you'll see him get cut or shot or whatever, and just every time he gets hurt, it's more like an annoyance. He's just always like, it's just, like, it's not like he get hurt. He's just getting pissed off. And the final fight scene between him and Chris Evans is like balls to the wall, hardcore. The movie is just awesome.
Never heard of it.
It was, I think it was, it's one of the Netflix more expensive films. It would have been noteworthy because it was another Russo brothers film that isn't Marvel.
I had not heard about that, but I'm definitely gonna have to check it out.
I would highly recommend it as just like a great, fun spy movie.
Billy Bob Thornton, Alfred Woodward.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got quite the lineup.
And Chris Evans with the porn stash playing a sniveling, like a snidey villain. Yeah.
He's good at that. He's good at that.
Yeah.
He knows how to shift up and get away from the cap shit. So
Okay, Pam, you're not helping yourself. Morby ass because it was shit. Although I'd love to see that on a shirt, actually.
that's the porn title.
Exactly. Okay, so that brings down to me for number 5. This one, it's weird how this one just came out of nowhere, and I ended up watching it 3 times in the first week. It was Pearl.
Oh, I still have to see X.
Sorry, that was the one. X is the one, but Pearl is the prequel.
Yes.
Yeah.
And dang, like I'm very anxious to see Maxine now.
I've only seen X. I have not seen.
He's doing a third one?
Yeah.
Interesting. Is it a sequel or a prequel?
It's a sequel.
Okay.
To
Yeah.
X.
X is the center. Pearl is the prequel. Maxine will be the sequel.
So and again, my number 4 is X. That's why I was looking at that. But yeah, both of those, they came out of nowhere. They filmed them both at the same time.
Or no, one right after the other.
Yeah, sorry, one right after the other because it was greenlit. Like, as soon as they got done filming, he said, "Go ahead," and they went. Whoop,
and he asked Mia Goth to stick around.
Yep, and it's an interesting story arc for those movies.
Nice.
So, yes, that was my number 5. All right, let's get to number 4, Ryan.
Like I said, I was resisting the superheroes, but I had to put on the Batman.
The Batman, an honorable mention for me
because that one just hit me. I thought I was tired of Batman, but then when I watched it as a detective, I couldn't care less who was playing Batman under the thing. It was the writing of the riddles and everything else that got
this
me.
was the first time in any film he's actually played a real detective.
I know, and the way even he fought.
That's your number 1?
That is my number 1.
Yeah, and it's not even like comic book fighting. Like it's like he's hitting people multiple times, and they're standing back up, and he's struggling. And
it's an honorable mention for me and Tally. It's a really good flick. It's the only comic book movie really that's a legit comic book movie that's on my list, and that's only an honorable mention.
For the majority of the year, it was my number 2 behind Top Gun, and then it's an insanely well-made movie, and another one for it being 3 hours does not feel like it.
Yeah.
No, it flew by for me.
To me, that's the sign of a good movie when you don't realize the time.
It just happens to have Colin Farrell.
Yeah, well, that was weird, right?
I don't know. How do you explain it?
I remember Batman versus Superman. Mike and I sat there and watched that thing, and it felt like 5 hours.
Yeah.
They had the director's cut, like that extended one, come out, and it felt faster because they cut it better. Like a good movie goes by so fast, and this one did.
I just remember the episode we recorded after that.
Oh yeah,
you guys just tore it apart.
Yeah, well, I sat and listened to a lot of new words while we were watching that movie. Okay, Jason, we know your number 4 is Prey. What's
Yeah,
Tally's?
we know my list at this point. So, Tally's number 4 is I've not heard of this one. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
I've heard of it.
I've heard of it, but never seen it.
I've seen the DVD case.
No idea what that is.
I can't remember what I read on the back.
Comedic, not comedic horror, like dark humor horror, from what I remember.
I think, yeah.
I gotta admit, I know nothing about it.
I've never even heard of it. So yeah,
But I've heard I should watch it. That's what I know.
Okay.
That's what I know. All right, James, what's your number 4?
Oh, me again.
Yeah, welcome back.
Ambulance.
Oh, I knew that one should have been on there.
Ambulance. Oh man, I finally watched the latest Michael Bay movie. It is so intense. Got Jake Gyllenhaal and it, how to correctly pronounce it. The new Candyman.
Yes. I know. I look at some of these names and going, I'm just going to insult him if I even try it.
Black Manta, the cop from Baywatch. You know who I'm talking about.
The guy.
The guy. Yes.
With the hair. Yes.
No, Ambulance is so intense. And it's not just, you got like the heist that goes off almost without a hitch. And then 99% of the movie is them trying to save a cop's life in the back of an ambulance, going across LA, sometimes driving very slowly. And they just can't stop them. Oh, it is so good. And it's typical Michael Bay, and that's in no way a bad thing, as Ron Burgundy would say.
Sounds like a new Speed.
Kind of.
That's what I wanted to know. Does the ambulance drop below 30 and then it explodes?
This is called No Speed because apparently there's some slow chases.
There is a slow chase. It's amusing to watch.
Excellent. I did want to see it, but I never caught it in the theater.
Yeah.
All right, then let's get to number 3. These are going to go faster because the majority of us have gotten everything out.
I figured.
Ryan, we know yours is Top Gun Maverick. Jason is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yep.
What's Tally's?
Tally's. Now this is the fourth one that I wanted to try and watch that I didn't get to. The Banshees of Inisherin.
Oh, I do.
Oh,
Two.
so anticipating seeing that.
New McDonough.
Martin McDonough.
Martin McDonough with Brendan Gleeson and Colin
Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah, well, the two stars of In Bruges, yeah.
And as soon as I read, when Rob's like, "Do you want to come on?" and I hadn't watched too much this year, I went on top 10 list, and as soon as I saw that, I'm like, immediately went to it. And you're not gonna be disappointed.
Yeah,
it is
nice.
It's dark comedy, like very dry, but it's what I love.
Who else had that on their list?
Ryan.
Allie.
Now I'm just aware of it. I really want to see it, but I haven't yet.
And it would have been number 1, but I enjoyed the other one. This one I'll come back to like maybe once a year, but I know the other one I'll watch a lot more.
I need to revisit In Bruges. It's been a long time.
I'm wondering where it ranks
before I watch Banshees.
I'm wondering where it ranks because, in my opinion, his movies have gone down since. What do you say? You're now popular enough to get spam bots.
Yes, we are.
Just because In Bruges is at the top, and then Seven Psychopaths was still really good, but not as good. 3 Billboards, I thought, was the least enjoyable out of those, and which was weird because it got the Oscars. And so I'm wondering where Banshees of Inisherin ranks.
I'd put it right underneath In Bruges because it's not. I like In Bruges because of the hitman and stuff like that. This is literally about 2 friends on a desolate island. So some people hate it, like don't like it at all, but it's so quirky that I love it.
One just decides he doesn't want to be friends with the guy anymore.
You're on an island. That's not an option, really.
That's pretty much
excellent. All right, James, what's your number 3?
Okay, my number 3, I brought this up on our streaming movies list before. It is Alice. This is the one with Keke Palmer, where I believe it's Keke Palmer, where she plays a woman who is a slave on a plantation and escapes from her master, played by Johnny Lee Miller, runs through the woods onto a highway, nearly gets hit by a truck, and it turns out it's actually in the 70s. And she's been on a plantation that has been operating for so long and so isolated that even the elderly slaves on the plantation still believe that they're still like the Emancipation Proclamation hasn't ever happened. They're so isolated, they never knew that the world changed. And there is,
I was just going to say,
kind of, except it's just one. Well, no, it's not exactly. It's hinted at that there's a community of this going on, but it's sort of like Antebellum, where all of it takes place on a reenactment location that's owned by this rich senator. But this is just a small community of people who have managed to keep this isolated from the rest of the world. And there's even a quote that Johnny Lee Miller's character, the Master, says near the end, saying like, "I never told them they had to stay. I just never said that they could leave." And there's a shot where a paratrooper, some military guy, parachutes onto their land and is murdered by the landowner at one point, and somebody digs up the body later on. So it's one of the ways that they've kept their plantation secret. And it's such an interesting concept and such a well acted movie.
I have to admit that sounds like a better plot point for like The Village than The Village. So I think I might check that one out. That sounds really good. Good pick. All right, my number 3, and this is the one I was telling you about earlier, is not on anybody else's list, but I rewatch this all the time. It's Astonishing Tales of Terror, Roctopussy. This movie is a blast. Andrew Simic and Brigitte Kingsley did it. And this is a passion project of his he's been working on for I don't know how long, but they finally got it out. And it is like Indiana Jones and Goonies all rolled in. It is so much fun. So that's a number 3.
Nice.
Now we're on to number 2.
I'm very curious.
Oh, the film? Oh, dude, it's worth it, honestly. Yeah. Totally worth the watch. Now we're on to 2 and 1, and literally everything is known except for one person's number 2. Tallies.
Now he admits that there may be recency bias with this, but he was hyping it up a couple hours ago. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
That's what Chris said.
He said it is a really, really good flick. Really
I'd have
good
to
story, really well brought together.
I'd have to see the other Puss in Boots movie and the other like 4 Shrek movies.
Pam, are you allowed to name pornos, Rob? If they were your top film of 2022, I don't see why not. I need Pam's list.
I think we need to proofread that list before you post it.
Maybe, yeah, that's true.
Get a lot more spam bots.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, that's what Chris said right at the top of the show. He said Puss in Boots.
Yep. Well, Tally agrees. So
and
I'm
that's
definitely going to be.
I want to watch it for no other reason than nostalgia. Because when Ryan and Shannon were really young, we watched all the Shreks, everything. So I want to finish the story.
The Shrek movies is like the go-to for my wife.
Oh, really?
Constantly. The Shrek movies, Encanto, and Moana.
I've never seen Encanto.
Oh, so good. So good.
I do have to watch it, though.
Moana.
So, yeah, we're done. So we got everybody's list, right?
We have... Yes, that is everybody. Okay. That's so weird. We're not even getting to number 1.
Going to show what the number 2, what's our number 2s and our number 1s again?
Top Gun.
Number 2, let's go down the list. Where is it here? Number 2 is Ryan is Banshees of Inisherin. Jason is Top Gun Maverick. Tally's Puss in Boots, Last Wish. James is Top Gun Maverick, and mine is Violent Night. And number 1, Ryan's is Bullet Train. Jason's is Clerks 3, Tally Everything Everywhere All at Once. James is The Batman, and mine is also Bullet Train.
All right. Very cool.
Because that's what's awesome, Bullet Train.
Any honorable mentions that didn't come up at all?
I have one. It's called Escape the Field. It was one that nearly made my streaming movies list. I got it on Google Play. Sort of like 6 strangers who wake up in the middle of a cornfield, and they each don't know how they got there. They were all abducted. Each of them has a different item in their pocket, like a gun with a bullet, a lighter, a canteen, a watch, and they have to find their way out of this cornfield, which has all sorts of traps and mishaps and stuff like that. It was pretty neat.
Okay. Pam said here, I asked because you named a movie that sounded like a porn, Rob, the Octopussy film. It was Rocktopussy.
Like with Puss in Boots.
Astonishing Tales of Terror, Rocktopussy. Here, there's the cover. Brigitte right on the cover with everybody else. And yep, there's a big thing in a mining area. They're trying to find a way to, stop this particular god. And oh yeah, like I said, Indy and Goonies all rolled into one.
And at some point, a pizza guy shows up and the girl just gets naked.
I know that's at the end, but yes. So maybe it's true. James says, great show, guys. Thanks, James. This was a fun one. This was a fun one.
I got one honorable mention, didn't come up, but I have to throw it out there. A Christmas Story Christmas. I adore it.
I'm surprised that wasn't your number 2 or something.
No, because it is strictly going to be a strict Christmas watch. I'm going to keep it special like that. I do absolutely love it. But it goes on a special shelf kind of thing for me. So
I only had one honorable mention, and that was Wakanda Forever, the Black Panther, only because I've only seen it twice. I watched it both times in the theater. I need to be able to process it before I can really it was good. And I want to make sure it's good enough to be on the list.
I haven't even.
Nope.
I've not seen it.
Yes, you do, Pam. It's fun. It is a lot of fun.
My only other one I had is Barbarian. And just because it made some top 10 lists, I went into it blind. I don't think it's a top 10 movie, but it's fun.
It's an interesting watch.
Yeah.
It's on Tally's honorable mentions for sure.
Yeah.
And I've heard of it to watch as well.
Yeah.
So.
Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
I still missed that one.
That's the movie I squeezed in, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It would be probably an honorable mention. Like it was a lot of fun. Cage just going crazy, but that was the point of it.
And I haven't seen that one yet either. So
it's a lot of fun. And then seeing the Renfield trailer, oh yes.
Yeah, and then top it all off with watching Mom and Dad.
Oh, love him. Yeah, he's had some really fun stuff lately.
He's picking good product, property, I guess I should say.
And then I hear that they may be doing one more National Treasure flick. He may be coming back for.
I think that's a rumor, but you never know. They're doing the TV show.
It was a quote from Bruckheimer. I read it today.
Bruckheimer
Who knows?
Johnny Depp is coming back, so let's.
I mean, another National Treasure movie. I'm in. I thought the first 2 were great.
Oh yeah, me too. I like them. I like them a lot. Fun. Shut off the brain. Just have some fun.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you mentioned Nick Cage because it reminds me I need to watch Pig again.
Yeah, it's another one that I was missing out on.
Like I said, that guy has got a lot of good picks lately. A lot of good picks.
I like that he's doing good, like you said, good stuff. He's not doing the poor Bruce Willis where it just seems like I'm picking any B movie just to get a paycheck.
Yep.
Mm.
Well, Bruce now we know why he did it.
That happened,
yeah.
But it just
but
once you see that with a celebrity, like a high quality actor, you're just like, oh, don't go down that road. But no, it's actually good stuff.
Yep, exactly. So I'm excited for stuff. I'm excited for Renfield.
Kind of talks about that in Unbearable Weight. That does kind of play into it.
Gotta watch it. All right, I'll watch it. All right. Well, Ryan, again, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you, sir.
We'll get another topic and get you back.
All right.
Yes. But here's what I'm thinking for next week, guys, because James kind of said something before about a film not getting enough love. Let's pick our top 10 films of films we don't think get enough love.
Nice.
That one's gonna be tough, but all right.
Oh, you're going to be surprised because I thought so too. I thought of one. It's like, you know what? That doesn't get enough love. Maybe a top 10. And they just started pouring into my head. So
Kind of like my personal favorites or something, maybe. I don't know. That'll be tough. I'll have to work. Yeah, that's gonna be a tricky one.
Oh, yep. That's going to be on James's list.
Really? Well, yeah, maybe.
Thanks, guys, for the show. Oh, no. Thanks for watching.
Thanks,
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah. If you got any cool topics too, Rob, let me know because we'll get you on the show. Come
Oh, yeah, get my brother on the show.
Absolutely.
Right, man. Oh,
Two
man.
Jameses. What did I
That's
know?
yeah. You want to open the door to another Taylor?
Yeah, we look nothing.
How about no?
I think it'd be fun. So yeah, definitely. Let's get a list going.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, for another week at the Movie Madhouse, I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
And our buddy. Oh, wait, you're up there now.
There we go. There we go. That way.
So hard to tell. Anyway, we'll see you all later.
Bye.
Doodles.
I'll say shut up! It's a man!